You've been defeated, completely and utterly. You were powerless to stop it, and your crew has vanished into thin air. But that defeat leads to a mysterious island hidden deep in the calm belt, isolated from the world, where the people live by one rule: only the strong survive. But beneath the surface, the island holds secrets that could change everything. What happens when an outsider arrives on an island where men are forbidden? I'll be reviewing Amazon Lily and share my thoughts while reading One Piece for the first time, since the experience while reading is, in my opinion, completely different to watching the anime. So welcome to Amazon Lily, written and illustrated by Eiichiro Oda. Amazon Lily, chapter 514 to 524. Out of Saboody, the all-women's island awaits. After getting launched across the ocean by Kuma's powers, Luffy spends 3 days flying through the sky, freaking out about his crew and worrying he will land in the sea. He eventually crash lands on a strange island, leaving a paw-shaped crater behind. Using his Vira card to find his way back to Saboody, he starts his journey but quickly realizes he's too weak to bust through a mountain. After taking down a wild boar and thinking back fondly on Garp's brutal training, Luffy stumbles upon some laughing mushrooms and eats them to lift his spirit. These mushrooms make everything hilarious, even his loneliness. It's a silly but telling moment, subtly hinting at the loneliness that Luffy is feeling without his crew, and how much he misses them. Knocked out from eating too many mushrooms, Luffy is found by 3 women, who bring him back to their village. Belladonna, the local healer, removes the mushrooms, maybe a little too aggressive, by knocking him out again. Things get extra funny when the women discover a mysterious mushroom between his legs. They have no clue it's part of his anatomy. Since men are banned on the island, none of them have ever seen one before, making the misunderstanding even more ridiculous. The Elder Nyan eventually identifies Luffy as a man, which sends the entire village into total chaos. Amazon Lily is a badass island of female warriors where any man who sets foot there is immediately executed. The chapters here in Amazon Lily get extra descriptive with narration, diving deeper into the island's unique culture. When Luffy wakes up in a jail cell, the Kuja women watch him like he is some bizarre creature, hilariously misinterpreting his every move as normal man behavior. The comedy ramps up when Luffy innocently calls his private parts family jewels, a joke that keeps coming back, especially when the curious female warriors ask if they can keep them. Luffy, understandably, freaks out. Even though Luffy is grateful to be alive, he's still breaking their biggest rule: being a man on the island. Kikyo, a serious and no-nonsense Kuja warrior, is ready to take him out. Luffy escapes his cell, snatching Margaret to get his Vivre Guard back. In the jungle, Margaret explains that getting off the island is nearly impossible, since it's in the calm belt, a monster-infested sea with no winds to sail. The only ship that can leave is the Perfume Yuda, Boa Hancock's vessel, which uses giant poisonous sea serpents to keep the Sea Kings at bay. Luffy tries to build a raft, but fails hilariously, needing Margaret to rescue him again. As Margaret realizes she's getting too attached to Luffy, she turns on him and fires Haki-infused arrows, showing off the Kuja's insane combat skills. Meanwhile, the village spots ships approaching, signaling that Boa Hancock, Amazon Lily's feared and beloved snake princess, is finally returning. The arc so far blends One Piece's signature humor with engaging world building and action. Luffy's naivety clashes hilariously with the Kuja's ignorance about men, especially the recurring jokes about his family jewels. At the same time, the narrative offers an intriguing glimpse into the Kuja culture, their amazing fighting skills, and the mystery about Boa Hancock. With the Snake Princess on her way, things are about to get even more intense for Luffy. But if anyone can survive this island of fierce women, it's him. The pirate Empress arrives, Luffy battling the Snake Sisters. But before we continue, if you enjoy this, make sure to like and subscribe for more. Thank you. Vice Admiral Momonga arrives to inform Hancock that she must listen to the world government orders or she will lose her warlord title. True to her arrogant nature, Hancock refuses, claiming the world will forgive me because I am beautiful. A line she repeats so often it's both ridiculous and hilarious. She even demonstrates her Mero Mero no Mi powers by turning most of Momonga's crew into stone. Despite the threat of her title, Hancock remains calm, showing that she is not someone to be easily pushed around. Back on Amazon Lily, we get a glimpse of Hancock's harsh personality as she breaks a gift from the younger warriors without a second thought. The Elder Nyan urges her to cooperate with the world government to keep the island safe, especially since the Marines have learned how to cross the Calm Belt. Hancock, of course, doesn't care, because why worry when you're gorgeous, right? The island also has a mysterious rule. No one can see the backs of Hancock and her sisters due to a supposed Gorgon curse. This adds an intriguing layer of mystery to their past, but it's also an excuse for the Kuja warriors to enforce Hancock's private bath time routine, because again, she is that special. Things take a wild turn when Luffy, still searching for a way off the island, accidentally crashes into Hancock's bath. Despite seeing her bare back, he doesn't turn into stone like others would, much to Hancock's frustration. Her love mellow attack doesn't work on him either, which is both surprising and laugh out loud funny. While every other man falls head over heels for her, Luffy just casually tells her, "You make me sick," leaving Hancock absolutely bewildered. Her pride wounded, Hancock orders Luffy's execution. But when three Kuja warriors, Margaret, Sweet Pea, and Avalandra, speak out to defend him, Hancock coldly turns them into stone without hesitation. This moment highlights how isolated and strict Amazon Lily actually is. Their laws are absolute, and even simple kindness is punished. Luffy is thrown into the arena to face Bakura, a massive Black Panther. In true Luffy fashion, he one-shots Bakura, leaving the audience in shock. Hancock is furious that her beauty isn't working on him, claiming his existence is intolerable because she can't handle being ignored. The real battle begins when Hancock's sisters, Marigold and Sandersonia, step in. We get some cool insights into Haki, the mysterious power foreshadowed back in Saboody by Rayleigh, but also in Romance Dawn by Shanks. With their Haki abilities, the sisters can predict Luffy's movements and counter his attacks. This fight makes it clear why people from the outer seas are weaker. Without Haki, you're at a huge disadvantage. But Luffy surprises everyone by unleashing Supreme King Haki, a rare ability possessed by only 1 in a million people, and the other only known user on the island is Hancock herself. The Kuja warriors are stunned, and Hancock quietly acknowledges that Luffy is a natural-born king. This moment really shows Luffy's potential and adds a new exciting layer to his power. Despite the intense battle, Luffy's compassion never fades. When Sandersonia's clothes are burned off, revealing the Gorgon's eye on her back, Luffy protects her from exposing it to the audience. He simply says, "I know that you want to kill me, but I don't want to kill you," showing that even in a fight, he sticks to his morals. This act of kindness deeply affects Hancock, who for the first time sees a man who isn't driven by selfish desires. Her tears as she watches Luffy mark a turning point in her character, hinting that this arrogant Empress may not be as cold-hearted as she seems. Hancock reveals the truth, a shift in heart and plans. After the battle, Luffy's kindness shocks everyone when he chooses to save Marguerite and her friends, instead of escaping the island. Later, in a hilarious moment, Boa Hancock dramatically invites Luffy to her room. But instead of food, he finds her half naked. His only reaction? "Where's the food? And why are you naked?" Hancock, clearly smitten, is baffled by Luffy's indifference to her beauty. Things do take a serious turn when Hancock reveals her tragic past. As children, she and her sisters were kidnapped by slave traders and branded by the claw of Celestial Dragon, a mark signifying their status as property of the world nobles. For years, they have suffered horrific abuse until Fisher Tiger, a fishman who killed the Red Line, freed them during his raid on Marijoa. To hide their shame, the sisters created the Gorgon story and received devil fruits during their captivity. Hancock confesses, "No one can know my past. I'll deceive my people if I must. I refuse to let anyone control me again." Hancock is shocked to learn that Luffy punched a Celestial Dragon, an act so bold that she compares him to Fisher Tiger, saying, "You're just like him, the one who challenged the heavens without fear for his own life." And this comparison begins to break down her icy exterior. The arc becomes even more intense when Luffy learns the devastating news. Portgas D. Ace, his beloved brother, is scheduled for public execution. Luffy is panicking. "Ace? He's my big brother!" Elder Nyan explains the world's political landscape, connecting Enies Lobby, Marineford, and Impel Down, the massive underwater prison where Ace is being held. The problem, it takes 7 days to reach Sabondi, but Ace's execution is in 6. If Luffy goes after his crew, Ace will die before he even arrives. Without hesitation, Luffy decides to leave his crew behind, trusting them to survive, while he focuses on saving Ace. His resolve is unwavering. "I've got to save Ace. I don't care what happens to me. I cannot sit by and let them kill my brother." At the same time, Hancock falls mysteriously ill, but Nyan recognizes it immediately. It's the love sickness. Past empresses who suppressed their feelings died from it. But Hancock embraces her emotions. When Luffy asks her to help him infiltrate an Impel Down by using her warlord status, she doesn't even hesitate. "I'll go wherever you wish," she says without a second thought. A far cry from her usual attitude towards the world government. In a hilarious farewell, the Kucha warriors even charge money to touch Luffy's stretchy skin before he leaves. But with Hancock's help, Luffy hides beneath her cloak and boards a marine ship, racing against time to save Ace from execution. Whitebeard War nears. The Straw Hats face an unknown future. At the Marine headquarters, Sengoku is relieved to hear that Boa Hancock is siding with the Marines, especially since one warlord has already defected. But the real concern, Whitebeard's 23-ship fleet has vanished, and the other pirate crews are making suspicious moves. Meanwhile, Garp pays a visit to Ace in his Impel Down cell. In a scene loaded with emotional weight, Ace calls Garp old man, hinting at a more personal, complicated bond between them. Despite their potential ties, Garp doesn't sugarcoat the situation. War is coming, and nothing can stop it now. Elsewhere, 5 of the 7 warlords, Mihawk, Moria, Doflamingo, Blackbeard, and Kuma gather to discuss the coming battle. Each warlord's personality adds intrigue to the brewing conflict, building anticipation for that what needs to come still. While the Marines prepare for war, the scattered Straw Hats are each on their own wild adventure. Nami is in Witheria, a floating sky island where the humor starts light with playful timed wind knots. Franky is on the mechanical land, Futureland Baltimore, a winter island of advanced tech created by the mysterious Vegapunk. Sanji is hilariously trapped in the Kamabaka Queendom, where he is chased by enthusiastic Okamas. Usopp is on the dangerous Bowen Island, an island of giant carnivorous plants. Brook is on Lazy Bones Island, where the locals have summoned him as a demon, while he dreams of seeing panties. Robin is on the mysterious Tequila Wolf, where the laborers have been building a massive bridge for 700 years, but with no known reason. Chopper is on Birdie Kingdom, where birds rule over humans in an adorable yet strange power dynamic. And lastly, Zoro is on the eerie Gloom Island with Perona, between the ruins of Mugi Kingdom. Oda omniscient storytelling lets us jump between these adventures while keeping the core tension intact. This ending beautifully balances the looming war with the Straw Hats' humorous, dangerous, and mysterious journey, offering a dynamic and immersive reading experience. Amazon Lily is a prime example of One Piece's magic, balancing the epic stakes with humor and heart. With war on the horizon and each Straw Hat facing their own challenges, the stage is set for Impel Down, and for that, what is yet to come. Let me know about your favorite moment in Amazon Lily in the comments. Thank you all so much for watching, and I see you all in my next video. Bye bye!